All right, 10 minutes after 7 o'clock right now, so welcome back and time to check in. We're seeing what's been trending online with Ryan PC Trimble in the studio this morning. Good morning. Good to see you.
You too, Kim. And good to see all of you out there. So we have talked, time and time again about how social media can be used to bring awareness to all kinds of causes. And here's another powerful example. The hashtag #BringBackOurGirls is trending right now on Twitter in an effort to get people talking about a group of 200 schoolgirls who were recently abducted when scores of gunmen stormed their all-girls school in northeastern Nigeria. Here you can actually see protesters just this morning down there in Nigeria calling on security forces to search harder for those girls. You can see some of their signs there actually with that hashtag on it. And it was just trending all this morning, and every second, I'm looking at it right now, every second there's just new tweets about it. Yeah. And new information is coming out that these girls may actually be being sold into slavery in that area. So it's just a very sad situation. People are trying to raise.
I mean, I think when we first heard about this, I think they've been missing now for 2 weeks,
just about 2 weeks,
possibly even longer than that. That's the first thing that kind of comes into your mind, particularly because of the country that they're in.
Yeah.
So I feel for those. I can't even imagine as a parent trying to even imagine going through something like that.
Exactly, and a lot of the women in that protest there were mothers and relatives of all those girls. So let's just hope that they come back soon, because it's a very sad situation.
You know what? Maybe if it is trending on social media, maybe that'll help.
Yeah,
that would be the hope.
More and more people will sort of take awareness of it.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So yesterday was one of those days where I felt especially old, which I know that you guys don't think that's ever possible, but sometimes it happens. But 10 years ago yesterday, which is crazy for me because I remember this happening, the Tina Fey written film Mean Girls premiered, which is one of my favorite movies. The film was a huge box office success, and is also the first film that Tina Fey wrote. It's also notable for being pretty much the last actually good movie Lindsay Lohan was in. But of course, as Lindsay's career went down, Tina Fey's kind of went up, because shortly thereafter she started writing 30 Rock, and she after that her Sarah Palin impression became very well known. And
she's a funny lady.
She's hilarious.
I never saw Mean Girls, so I don't know. Did you see it?
I saw it. Yeah, I remember when it came out, and then I wasn't allowed to see it because I was too young / a dude. So I was. It was my sister actually. I remember we had it at the house, and my sister banned me from watching it because it was a girls' movie, according to her.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Megan, I will always remember that. But I finally did watch it at any rate, and it's hilarious because Tina Fey is wrote it, and she's also in it. And it's got all of her friends from SNL are in it, like Tim Meadows is in it, and Amy Poehler.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see them back before they were, before Amy Poehler and Tina Fey were Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
I love the movie with Tina Fey and I think it's Ben Stiller, when they were a couple, they go for a date night, they get caught up, and
Steve Carell. It's called Date Night.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, that movie is so funny.
That was funny. She's really funny.
She's hilarious. And then Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Did you ever see Baby Mama?
No.
Oh,
I didn't see that one.
It's so funny, and you can see because those two, Tina and Amy, are like best friends in real life.
Right.
And you can see it in the stuff that they do
were on
together.
SNL together, right?
Yeah, they were on SNL together, and before that, they were at Second City in Chicago together. So yeah.
They look like a good team. Right.
Yes, they definitely do.
I'll have to catch that one then.
You need to. It's hilarious.
I'm going to bypass Mean Girls, but I'll watch the other one.
There we go. Yeah. Well, you can catch it on Netflix, and Netflix may soon actually have some competition in the TV shows that aren't actually on TV department, because Xbox announced yesterday that they are actually planning a series of Xbox originals. Yeah, the original series will include documentaries as well as sci-fi shows, and one of these series is going to be led by Steven Spielberg and Ridley Scott. And it'll be based on the popular Halo video game franchise, which is interesting because they've been threatening to make a movie out of Halo for a really long time, and finally they're getting around to doing it. And the feature will be available exclusively on Xbox gaming consoles and other Microsoft devices, which, it's just very interesting as the definition of what TV actually is keeps getting changed. First it was TV shows, and then it was miniseries, and now it's online, and now it's things in the gaming console.
Or even the games. They sort of, my son plays Halo, and these games take on a life of their own.
They really do.
Between songs and Instagram and everything else that's out there with Halo on it. It's kind of like, whoa.
And Halo's one of those games, I never played Halo too much, but isn't it one of those games sort of like it keeps going after you're done playing? Like the world kind of continues?
I think so, like a virtual world.
Exactly.
And then you kind of pick back up, and then you play with your friends. And,
I
don't play it, but I kind of had to check it out a little bit.
So
I knew exactly
what he's doing.
Exactly. And thank goodness I have a 12-year-old. I'd be completely out of touch with all of this.
See, as I was writing the story, I was like, I bet Hunter plays one of these games, at least one of these games.
That and Minecraft. Those are the two that he loves to play.
I never got into Minecraft. Is fairly recent. I never got into it, but my cousins, Natalia, and Bella, they play it all the time, and I hear a ton about Minecraft.
I know.
But that's online, isn't it? That's just online.
Yes, it is online. And Xbox Live, I think he said he plays it on. So I don't know.
Okay, so you don't need to buy anything for it, but you can pay. Maybe they'll make a show out of Minecraft too.
Possibly. I've seen T-shirts. It's not too far
It's
away.
coming. Who knows what'll happen?
Definitely. All right. Well, I guess the interesting fact would be, Peyton's what, 2, 3, Colin?
She's 3.
She's 3 years old. So what, 10 years from now? Maybe not even 10 years from now. Wonder what she'll be playing.
Yeah.
Game-wise?
Game-wise,
Yeah.
yes.
She's already playing games.
What does she play?
On Xbox?
Does she play Halo?
She plays the iPad. Console gaming, I
yes,
think, is a
iPad,
wrap.
yeah.
I mean, who am I to say? But I like this humongous box that you put in your house that, that basically does the same thing as microprocessors get faster. I think everything's on tablets and phones. And yeah, she
Sure.
plays.
Oh, yeah.
She loves Angry Birds.
Good.
Yeah.
Loves Angry Birds.
I've got nieces and nephews who are younger, and that's true. They love the iPad. They just
Yeah, because you can
move
touch
around
it, and it's so
quickly.
immersive, and it's a little scary because she's
Yeah.
3, and it's like, like Peyton, hey, do you want to do this? And she just, tunnel
Yeah.
vision so we have to limit screen time.
Definitely.
It's neat though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
how quickly they learn that stuff.
I had
Wow.
cousins who could use an iPad before they could talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
Seriously.
like terrifying, but cool, but really scary.
Well, it's where we're headed. I mean, and there's no getting around it. I mean, that is. She'll wonder how we ever, Daddy, you had a laptop. You had a big
that?
laptop that you. I mean,
Does she
Yeah.
have a play cell phone or anything, or do you give her your cell phone and she's going, texting?
we have one of the, because you could sell your old iPhone for like $50 or whatever. So we just stripped it of everything, and it has Peyton games on it.
My
Oh,
niece
that's fun.
mocked my other niece, her older sister, doing that one time. She's like, as soon as she got it, she just started.
Yep,
She
immediately.
didn't even know what she was doing.
Yeah, they just learn by watching. Oh, that's the best when Peyton comes in. She's like, Daddy, there's storms. I have to go and cover storms. I'm like, oh gosh.
Awesome. Maybe she'll be here in the
awesome.
studio one day.
She's been here once. I have pictures to prove it. It was pretty darn cute, but I'm biased. So
I bet it was.
I'm biased. All right, satellite and radar composite showing shower activity just offshore. We'll continue to see these showers rolling through. She watches a lot this time of day too, so maybe she's watching
Hi,
this
Peyton.
morning. Southwesterly winds at about 15 miles per hour. We'll see our highs today getting back up into the low 80s. Notice the showers trying to hold together here. I think we're going to have to leave in a 50% chance of precipitation as we move throughout the day today. We'll see those overnight low temperatures tonight drifting back down into the 60s. And then Friday, another round of showers perhaps poking through here on the backside of this trough. Boy, this has just been a long stretch of rainy days here for most of eastern NC. I think we'll get temperatures to cool off once we get through Friday evening, down to the 50s and 70s for the highs, 80s for the highs as we go early into next week.